For basic issues, the deployment and employment of the PNP personnel requires the organization and its members to bear their stand on the following basic issues. So itong mga issues na to guys ang palagi na lang natin nakikita when it comes to the PNP. So ang mga basic issues na to ay palaging nagcha-challenge sa members ng ating kapulisan to become police officers of good conduct, police officers of high professionalism, and police officers in service to people. So first is the PNP image. The image of any organization affects the esprit de corps, moral and welfare of the members and sense of pride to the organization. In view thereof, all members of the PNP shall conduct themselves in a manner that would not place the PNP in bad light. Instead, they should live in accordance with the PNP core values and possess the following virtues. Ito yung expected natin ng mga virtues sa ating kapulisan: honor, integrity, valor, justice, honesty, humility, charity, loyalty to the service. So ang pinakapunto dito guys is that a PNP member should not and would not conduct themselves in a manner that would not place the PNP in bad light. So ito yung mga virtues na kailangan makikita natin sa kanila. Number 2, career management. K2, professionalism. Its improper implementation will greatly prejudice the personal professionalization process as regard to procurement, promotion, assignment, placement. Sorry for the wrong spelling here. Training, awards, and retirement. Para ma-address itong mga pagkukulang na ito, ang PNP natin should or shall formulate a stringent policy and strictly implement the human resources development system compatible to the equitable distribution of procurement, fair promotion, rationalized approach in assignment, skills development, immediate grant of reward and award, and decent living upon retirement. Kaya nga sa ating CGA Article of Faith, sa ating CGA 10 Codes or 10 Commandments, nakalagay talaga dyan. Nakalagay talaga doon yung continuous learning, continuous study. Because yun yung K2 professionalism. It's like our police officers, like the PNP now, meron tayong equitable distribution of procurement, yung pagbili ng mga kagamitan ng police natin. Ang promotion fair, lahat mapopromote. Rationalized approach and assignment. So, ang sistema ngayon sa PNP is that kung saan ka nakatira, kung saan yung region or saan yung municipality mo as residents, doon ka na ibalik at doon ka i-assign. That's rationalization of assignment. Of course, lahat ng mga police natin ay nag-a-undergo ng training every now and then. And there's no exemption on it. Kailangan lahat should undergo training and lahat na po-promote. Yung tinatawag nating year in grade promotion. Next is police management leadership. The effectiveness of law enforcement is reflective on the managerial capabilities and competent leaderships of the men and women who run the PNP organization. It is their It is therefore a must that these attributes be primary basic for consideration in the selection of personnel for employment and deployment purposes. In the PNP, we have the PNPA. Just like in the military, in the armed forces, we have the PMA. This organization, this particular colleges or schools are expert in producing leaders in the future for the PNP and the armed forces of the Philippines. Number 2, equality in the service. There shall be judicious and equitable distribution of opportunity to prove one's worth in the police service. The problem of inequity through class orientation and factionalism, both real and perceived, premise on favored assignment, inequitable opportunity of training, unfair granting of promotions, and untimely awarding of achievement will create an atmosphere of demoralization. The result is inefficiency and lack of teamwork to the detriment of the organization. So, kapapasa lang natin sa batas courtesy of Senador Bato de la Rosa, yung height binabaan in the PNP. Even in the armed forces, nangyari na yan, no? I think it was implemented last year, if I'm not mistaken. Bumaba na yung height requirement ng mga sundalo natin. At ngayon naman yung sa PNP natin, that actually exercises equitable opportunities for all to become members of the PNP. Kasi pag unfair yung pag-grant ng, for example at unfair yung pag-grant ng opportunity for training, unfair yung pag-grant ng promotions, unfair yung pag-grant ng achievement, it will definitely create demoralization among the ranks. So pag demoralize yung tao, walang opportunity to become an officer because of some factionalism or class orientation, that would definitely result to inefficiency in service and effectiveness in work, and detrimental yung purpose ng PNP natin, yung organization natin, and as a result magsasuffer yung public. So it behoves therefore on PNP leaderships to address the situation. The civilian character of the organization requires adherence to the rule on merit and fitness system and to dissociate the above process from class orientation and factionalism. Delicadeza. In consonance with the requirement of the honor and integrity in the PNP, all members must have the moral courage to sacrifice self-interest in keeping with the time-honored principle of delicadeza. So, pag pulis ka, bantayan mo yung mga kilos mo para hindi mapuna ng mga tao at hindi ka makitaan ng butas. Kasi nga, di ba, this is very common word for us, delicadeza. Just like if you associate yourself with bad companies, associating yourself with people who or classmates who are known to do bad behaviors, and that would definitely affect your image as a student or as a police officer. So doon papasok yung delicadeza. So you have to make sure na yung mga kilos mo ay hindi nakikitaan ng masama, because sabi ko nga sa inyo, ngayon pa lang, estudyante pa lang kayo, you are looked up by people like a celebrity already. So careful kayo, because yung iba dyan nagbabantay lang na magkamali ka, because you are destined to become public service, and that's one of the kumbaga sacrifice that you have to make. Police lifestyle. The PNP shall endeavor to promote lifestyle for every member of the organization that is acceptable and respectable in the eyes of the public. Pinagsasabi ko kanina. They must be free from greed, corruption, and exploitation. The public expect a police officer to live a simple yet credible and dignified life. Have you read that latest news about itong Bureau of Immigration Security Guard 2? Okay? Security Guard 2 siya na assigned sa Bureau of Immigration. And then, nung nag-submit siya ng SALN niya, we talk about SALN already, ito yung certification of your assets and liabilities, no, yung mga ari-arian mo as a public servant. Nung nag-submit tong BI Security Guard 2 ng kaniyang SALN, lumalabas na ang kaniyang total amount of assets ay 14 million pesos. At accordingly, napakarami niyang ari-arian at every year, lumalabas siya ng bansa 5 times. Now, look at that. Is that living a simple yet credible and dignified life? So, may kaso na siya ngayon sa NBI because I think he was involved in that pastillas syndicate, yung pastillas scheme, no, corruption ng Bureau of Immigration. So, hindi lang yan siya common doon sa kaso ng Bureau of Immigration Security Guard 2. Sa mga pulis natin, may mga ganyan ding kaso. Patrolman pa lang, napakarami ng assets na wala naman siyang, okay lang kung yung family mo talaga meron talagang pera, diba? But nasa medium range salary lang yung parents mo, tapos bigla-bigla naging pulis ka, tapos bigla-bigla nagkaroon ka ng mga assets na ganyan kalaki, then that is not in consonance with police lifestyle. And papasok dyan yung greed, corruption, and exploitation. Of course, human rights, we talk about that all the time. Protecting, respecting human dignity and a man's inalienable right to life, liberty, and property. Political patronage, lahat ng mga pulis natin must inhibit themselves from soliciting political patronage in matters pertaining to assignment towards training, promotion. Kaya lang, meron palang mga lumalabas na mga usap-usapan na kung gusto mong ma-promote, na kung gusto mong ma-assign sa malapit sa family mo, kailangan lapitan mo si mayor, kailangan lapitan mo si congressman. These are political patronage, and this should not be practiced by our PNP. In fact, pagpasok pa lang sa PNP, may mga haka-haka na kailangan ang backer mo si congressman, kailangan ang backer mo si senador, si mayor. This creates demoralization doon sa mga nag-a-apply na wala namang kakilala. Although we are doing our best, the PNP now is doing its best to really do standard hiring processes. In fact, yung neuro examination, hindi mo na malaman kung sino yung nag-exam, no? Nakakode yung identification. But nevertheless, the PNP organization is actually doing its best to really hire competent, qualified individuals, regardless of any political patronage or any other circumstances. Of course, ito yung example. Ito yung number 10 ng ating codes natin, yung sa ating CGE 10 Commandments, if you still remember. Setting example. So, ngayon pa lang, estudyante ka pa lang ng criminology yan. Taking up BS criminology, kailangan magsaset ka na ng example. Because when you become police, ito nakalagay dito, all PNP members should set good example to subordinates and follow good example from the superior. That's very clear.